Hi, I'm Jeff Lehman. We created the Mayor's Innovation Awards a few years ago to recognize creativity, innovation, new services, new products, new ways of doing things that were blazing a trail to success in our community. And we did this because we wanted to tell some of the stories that don't often get told. The ideas that can transform a business or an organization, or indeed our whole community. We know that entrepreneurialism and the creativity behind it is the engine of our economy, and I'm so proud over the years to have been able to meet so many of these innovators and recognize their particular successes through the Mayor's Innovation Awards. In particular, that Shift Disturber Award, which recognizes a unique individual whose contribution and unique approach to things is really worth celebrating and recognizing. To all of the award nominees and the winners tonight, congratulations. Tonight, your host is Deputy Mayor Ward. I'm sure he's going to do a great job, and I'm delighted tonight to hand it off to him for tonight's award ceremony.
Good evening, and welcome all to the 4th Annual Mayor's Innovation Awards. As your acting mayor during Mayor Lehman's leave of absence, it's my pleasure to open the celebration of our local businesses and leaders as they have continued to trailblaze through their respective industries. Each year, the Mayor's Innovation Awards provide an opportunity to discover and celebrate stories of strength and creativity from across our community. Navigating the changing landscapes of COVID-19 has presented extraordinary challenges over the past 2 years, and we want to recognize the businesses, individuals, and organizations whose innovative approaches and sheer determination have contributed to a resilient foundation for Barrie. I would like to acknowledge all our nominees who continue to inspire those around them, including myself. It's an honor to celebrate you tonight. To tell us more about the awards, I'll turn to Stephanie Schlichter, the City of Barrie's Director of Invest Barrie.
Hello everyone. I'm thrilled to be back this year celebrating all of the innovative activities and programs that have taken place in Barrie over the past year. As Deputy Mayor Ward mentioned, the pandemic continued to affect our economic climate with additional closures and mandates. But the resiliency I have seen makes me hopeful for a stronger future for us as a business community. We have grown closer, relying on one another for new partnerships and encouraging the continued support of buying local. Just look at the amazing initiative Talk is Free Theatre put on with Dinner a la Art, a community partnership project created to encourage the economic recovery of participating restaurants and retailers in Simcoe County, many of whom have struggled greatly this past year. The business community has also taken advantage of gaps being exposed in supply chains or markets. They've increased productivity and revenue diversification from pivoting to online supports like Patricia Dent or Catholic Family Services of Simcoe County, or secured new licenses to add product lines such as MetaFarm. These are all amazing examples of businesses getting the work done no matter what. Here at Invest Barrie, we are dedicated to assisting you with connections, support, and insight. If you are interested in learning more about how we can help you, please reach out to my team and I directly. Now, as we look at the awards this year, we have brought back all 4 categories as they truly represent the big picture of what we feel innovation is all about. The Creative Collaboration category recognizes 2 or more companies or organizations that have forged an alliance and reached new heights or achievements that they couldn't have alone. Contributions may be across sectors, industries, geographies, or verticals. Milestones may span the development of new products, services, supply chains, operations, and beyond. The Pivot Point category highlights a company or organization that has discovered and pursued opportunities to grow in unexpected directions when faced with market or operational challenges. A need to purposefully take action with risk was addressed and implemented. They have assessed, adapted, and evolved with key changes to their business model or processes that show promising results. And the Community Impact Award celebrates an organization or individual that has stepped up to proactively build connection, resilience, and morale among Barrie residents, businesses, or cultural communities. And finally, we can't forget the fan favorite, the Shift Disturber Award. This award looks to an individual who has championed innovation in their organization or community. Where others see opposition, they see opportunity. This individual is a powerhouse, of creative problem solving, shaking up norms, and spearheading strategic solutions in the midst of uncertainty. As businesses have continued to evolve, so has the Mayor's Innovation Awards. Nominations opened in the fall, and when our nominees were notified, they went through the process of submitting a 3-minute video or partaking in an interview with one of our InvestBarrie staff. This process allowed us to put a full story together for the judges that highlighted not just the initiative, but also the impact that they had on themselves and their business and the wider community. Nominations ranged from tours to safely partake in the arts through an augmented reality theatrical ghost experience, to expanding markets of products and services, including the establishment of a new educational partnership with Georgian College. This year, we had 15 judges who are leaders in their fields across the province. They included last year's winners, ecosystem partners, local champions, and category exemplifiers, all who comprised our 4 judging committees. Criteria such as creativity, impact, and innovative methods all played a role in determining this year's winners. Thank you to our judges. I cannot imagine the difficult decisions you have faced with the impressive talent in this year's submissions. The Mayor's Innovation Awards would not be possible without the generous support of our sponsors. We are proud to welcome back Adams Hamilton, our very first sponsor, and introduce 2 new sponsors, Grant Thornton and Meridian Business Banking. Your support in helping us celebrate the innovation in our community is greatly appreciated and is a testament to the supportive business network we are so lucky and proud of to have here in Barrie. In addition to our sponsors, I would like to say thank you to all of our nominees, judges, and staff members for your time and effort in making these awards a success. It is important that we take a pause to celebrate the work we do 365 days of the year, and the Mayor's Innovation Awards provide an opportunity to do that each year. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce our first sponsor to kick us off with our very first award.
Hi, I'm Wade Putnam from Grant Thornton. Innovation is the cornerstone of sustained growth and prosperity. If you look at the organizations that truly stand out from the pack today as leaders in their industry, it's clear they all have one thing in common. They all embrace innovation. With globalization and rapidly changing business landscapes, there are more businesses competing for market share than ever before. We believe that innovative thinking can help businesses grow by enabling them to predict trends, increase efficiencies, and meet evolving demands for customers. Creative collaboration is a powerful tool for business. It brings together different ideas, perspectives, expertise to solve problems and achieve objectives. At Grant Thornton, we recognize that every member of the team has different skills, expertise, and talent. When members collaborate, we can utilize experience, knowledge, and the skills of everyone to achieve shared goals. We're excited by the growth of our vibrant and multi-sector economy. We've fostered deep relationships and trusted relationships with businesses from across the region to help them achieve their full potential. We believe working together to create a meaningful and sustainable impact on the communities in which we live and work helps contribute to the prosperity of the communities and is simply second nature to us. We're proud to sponsor these awards.
Thank you so much, Wade. This is a category where unique partnerships truly inspire those around them to rethink their business models and take an honest look at how their businesses or organization can have a greater impact on the wider community. Not only do strategic alliances help you reach new heights with your business, it is clear they can also help turn innovative ideas into realities. Leveraging strengths, platforms, and voices can allow partnerships to forge into new geographies or verticals, and ultimately achieve greater results than if you were to go down the path alone. Often, these collaborations help fill gaps in a region's problems that we didn't even know existed. This is the magic that happens when we take the time to connect with our peers and truly listen, learn, and take action together. We are very fortunate to be part of a highly connected and collaborative business community here in Barrie, where creativity and grit are part of our culture. Now, when I learned about all the stories behind the submissions, I felt it was important to make special mention of the first and second runners-up, as well as the winner. For the category of creative collaboration, our second runner-up is Talk is Free Theatre. Over the years, I've had the good fortune to attend many of the company's productions. Barrie's Talk is Free Theatre is known across the country for its innovative approach to theatre, so it's no surprise it created a wonderful initiative here in the spring. Called Dinner à la Art, this community partnership project was created to encourage the economic recovery of participating restaurants and retailers in Simcoe County, many of whom have struggled greatly this past year. 5 exclusive online readings were offered, starring iconic Canadian and international artists. Admission came in the form of purchasing a meal or a gift card for a minimum of $30 from any of the participating businesses. The original stream occurred between April 7th to April 11th, and 20 restaurants were featured, along with all downtown Barrie BIA members. The 5 readings were rebroadcast between May 7th to May 15th, when TIFF expanded the number of participating businesses to include all of Barrie's locally owned restaurants. Congratulations to Talk is Free Theatre, who looked at the world's major problems at the time across different sectors and really focused on what they could do to address these issues with a single gesture or solution. Next is our first runner-up for the Creative Collaboration Award, and it is UPlift Black and the Henry Bernick Entrepreneurship Centre. UPlift Black and the Henry Bernick Entrepreneurship Centre partnered to be allies to the Black community in order to gain visibility. By creating culturally aware programming, they give the Black community a foot in the door to other startup resources and supports, including funding. These 2 organizations help to build the Accelerate Your Black-Owned Business program that helps Black entrepreneurs to build their business plans. The intent is to help businesses get organized and take advantage of the opportunities for Black-owned businesses. UPlift Black understands the importance of local and caring about our neighbors and small business here in Simcoe County. Working with the Henry Bernick Entrepreneurship Centre and the County of Simcoe, UPlift Black created 12 Black business promotional videos that they can use to promote and help with their marketing to get in front of local audiences. Both these organizations are local leaders and champions across the entire community, so congratulations again on being our first runner-up. And now, I would like to announce our official winner for the 2021 Creative Collaboration Awards category. Theatre by the Bay and Tourism Barrie. In a year of so much turmoil, collaborations like the one between Theatre by the Bay and Tourism Barrie are worthy of celebration and acclaim. After a year of massive disruption within the theatre and tourism sectors, these 2 organizations were looking for a unique experience that would be safe, entertaining, and innovative. Thus came the augmented reality theatrical experience called The Ghost Watchers, a compelling and creative theatrical experience centered around ghosts, both factual and fictional, haunting Barrie's downtown for both residents and visitors. Listeners began the tour at Heritage Park, and it ran for about 90 minutes, including walking time. Theatre by the Bay brought in local playwrights from a diverse background to give their perspective on Barrie's place and history. For months, Theatre by the Bay and video producer Michael White worked alongside an AR studio to design an affordable augmented reality technology. Tourism Barrie launched an aggressive marketing strategy and provided much of the on-site support. Both organizations brought to the table their own skill sets, and without either party, this amazing experience would not have been possible. We're now going to watch a clip of Theatre by the Bay and Tourism Barrie talking about this unique experience.
In 2020, of course, the performing arts industry was basically completely shut down. And as I was looking towards the future in 2021, I realized that we should probably try to plan as much programming as possible that fits within, the COVID parameters of the time, and really making sure that all of our artists and audiences can have a really safe theatrical experience. Michael White actually approached me with this idea of doing a ghost tour that included augmented reality technology. And he, in fact, had already had some conversations with Kathleen Trainer from Tourism Barrie, and this just seemed like such a perfect fit for us. Michael White was instrumental in arranging these conversations, and we already had a bit of a relationship with Tourism Barrie in the past, so the chance to kind of step up that relationship, do something that was really, really innovative, and also provide a unique theatrical experiences to audiences that played within the box of those parameters was really an exciting initiative, and that's kind of the story.
This was important to Tourism Barrie because part of our mandate is product development and to bring new products into the city of Barrie for tourists and community to experience. And it was a great pilot project that ended up being an excellent product development, and it ended up being a great experience. It drove people into the downtown to experience, and there was an economic impact to it as well.
We had to employ more than 20 local artists to help make the show happen, and at a time where there were so few jobs in the performing arts industry, that was a real blessing for them. But also, I think it was really exciting for people to see a really bold, innovative take on what a ghost walk could look like. And the reaction from people, audiences, we even had some theater critics come out to see it, was really, really wonderful and supportive. And some of my favorite highlights were when people would come back to the show, see it again with different groups of people. That was really, really exciting, and said that this is a partnership and this is a project that really worked.
At a time when jobs in theatre were basically non-existent, this partnership provided employment opportunities for many collaborators, but also an escape for those who had missed the entertainment community. Congratulations to Theatre by the Bay and Tourism Barrie. It's my honor to introduce our 2021 Mayor's Innovative Awards Creative Collaboration winners.
I'm Kathleen Trainer, Executive Director of Tourism Barrie.
And I'm Ian Magash, Artistic Director of Theatre by the Bay, and we are delighted to be the selected recipients of the Creative Collaboration category of the Mayor's Innovation Awards.
We want to thank Theatre by the Bay for their partnership and creativity in bringing this project to fruition and delivering a great experience. We knew we had to keep theatre and tourism experiences alive and support jobs during the pandemic. This project did all these things. It was a perfect collaboration.
Additionally, I would like to thank all of the incredible artists who helped make the show a reality. Michael White, the team at First Descent, as well as the playwrights, actors, both ghosts and tour guides, and the volunteers. It is because of your work and enthusiasm that made the experience the success that it was.
We would also like to thank the City of Barrie for the recognition in this unique and exciting partnership.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love to see our local partnerships come together. Time for the second award of the night, and to start us off, I'd like to welcome our second sponsor of the ceremony.
Good evening. My name is Steve from Meridian Business Banking. One of the most used words in 2021 throughout the business community has been pivot. The spirit of this award is to recognize a company or organization that has discovered and pursued opportunities to grow in unexpected directions, to take calculated action and evolve your business using key changes to your traditional business model or processes. The COVID-19 pandemic created short-term disruptions and provoked long-term changes in how we do business globally, nationally, and locally. Business owners and managers that understand the need to adapt or pivot also understand the importance of our most valuable resource, being our people. A pivot point is not an event, but a journey that includes careful assessment of many factors. Business owners and managers understand that by pivoting, it achieves new opportunities to expand revenue, new processes to improve efficiencies, and it reinvigorates their people. At Meridian, we too have understood the need to pivot to become ever more resilient to serve our members. Meridian's business banking team continues to offer sound advice to our members as they seek new ways to achieve their success. On behalf of the Meridian Business Banking team throughout Central and Northern Ontario, and as a proud sponsor of this ceremony, I congratulate the Pivot Point Award recipient in 2021 Mayor's Innovation Awards. Well done and congratulations.
Thank you to Stephen and Meridian Business Banking. It is no doubt that the pandemic wreaked havoc on businesses and organizations both large and small. Up against both market and operational challenges, many businesses were faced with the need to act or face the repercussions. It was time to get creative. We saw some incredible pivots in our business community, demonstrating how resilient Barrie's businesses truly are. Some businesses turned to new business models, revenue sources, processes, new uses for products, and some evolved to serve entirely new customer needs. These shifts resulted in unexpected growth and allowed our businesses to survive the short term while positioning themselves for long-term resilience. Let's begin again with our second runner-up, Baker Studios. Even though COVID made it tough on Baker Studios, owner Chantal Baker came out stronger than before. She began doing promo videos for other small local businesses at no fee to help them out and spread the word on what they have to offer. Her main inspiration was finding a way to combine her love of filmmaking with helping the community. Chantal undertook product diversification from the world of weddings into commercial shoots, as everyone's story is unique and deserves to be told. Great initiative and creativity in providing your skills and knowledge to support the business community, Chantal. Congratulations. Now, on to our first runner-up, Ask for Directions Training. Owner Patricia Dent pivoted her successful business coaching program, Grow Vantage, to Ask for Directions Training, an online-based group business coaching experience that successfully captured an in-person feel throughout the pandemic. Patricia is a fantastic coach, and although times were tough for all, she was more than willing and happy to coach entrepreneurs who had recently launched or are planning to launch pre or during the pandemic. Her perseverance has helped numerous new companies pivot, start or grow their businesses in such a way that was safe and productive. Her new program continues to grow as she is now able to collaborate with numerous different mentors in the community and reach any geographic region. A huge congratulations to Ask for Directions Training for being our first runner-up. So many great changes by our businesses. I'm ready to know who the winner is for the 2021 Pivot Point Award. So without further ado, the winner is Black Controls Company. Black Controls was established in July of 2019 when owner Rick Black identified a need in the industrial controls industry. They offer turnkey solutions that include the designing, building, wiring, and programming of industrial control systems. During the pandemic, they took the risk of bolstering their inventory, hiring new team members, moving into a larger facility, and taking on more complex long-term projects. Between April 2020 and April 2021, Black Controls Company Inc. acquired more than 40 projects and have pivoted their focus to the creation of sanitization equipment. Now this company has continued to expand outside the medical industry. Through an educational partnership with Georgian College, Black Controls hires a number of students each year in co-op education programs. They like to think of the company as a spot where young people can start and grow their careers and find stable employment for the long term. Seeing talent stay in the region is important, alongside being able to provide rewarding careers. These pivots have continued to help them keep their doors open and be a leader in the community. Let's watch a clip.
So the story behind Black Controls is I started the company in July of 2019, just on my own. My objective was to be a programmer of just a one-man show. The first project I got was to design a control system for a medical device manufacturer. So I spent the first couple months doing that, and then after the design was complete, we needed to actually build the system. So at that point in time, I decided to hire an employee. And then in June of 2021, we moved into our current facility, which is 13,000 square feet on Saunders Road. We've continued to grow. We have about 20 members on the team now, and we're able to execute multiple projects. This accomplishment is important to me because I've thought about starting a business for a long time, but it's not an easy decision to make to leave a stable company and a stable job. There's a lot of fear and doubt that goes through your mind when you make that transition. Luckily, we're seeing success, so it's been a really good decision. We've created a rewarding environment for our team members to thrive in, and it's creating economic success for the city of Barrie. My advice would be to find your passion, stay focused, and surround yourself with goal-oriented individuals. Look for opportunities to collaborate with organizations and individuals, and make sure you give it your all. I'd like to start by congratulating the other nominees and award winners. I'd also like to thank the mayor, the city of Barrie, the judges, and all the people working behind the scenes to put these awards on. I want to thank the team here at Black Controls. We've got a lot of very talented individuals who are working hard and pushing every day to keep us moving forward. And I'd just like to also say that I put a lot of effort into this the last 2.5 years, and it feels really good to be nominated and win this award. So thank you.
This next award is one that is close to my heart, Community Impact. Barrie is often described as offering the best of both worlds, big city amenities with a small town feel. We're still a city where people know and care about their neighbors. Our citizens are both engaged and have a strong desire to give back. We're a city whose businesses and organizations work together and support each other to address the community's most pressing issues for the benefit of all who call Barrie home. Offering their resources and creative ideas, our community is a better place because of what our people are willing to give for the greater good of the community. The saying, "We rise by lifting others," couldn't be more fitting for this community. So, without further ado, our second runner-up is YMCA of Simcoe-Muskoka. In the spring of 2021, the County of Simcoe Local Immigration Partnership met with community partners from the Simcoe County District School Board and Simcoe-Muskoka Catholic Board to discuss the increasing number of foreign-born students in local school systems. Both school boards were seeking additional supports to augment the existing resources available in their respective systems. The YMCA organization eagerly embraced the opportunity to work with community partners and begin to provide settlement supports to local families through school board referrals late in the fall of 2021. Just a few of their services around the Settlement Workers in School program include securing necessary financial resources to support new programming, hiring and onboarding new well-qualified multilingual employees, bringing additional support to students and families in English-speaking elementary and secondary schools in this part of Ontario. This initiative illustrates the willingness of all community partners to collaborate for the collective good of the growing number of immigrant families calling the city of Barrie home. Thank you to the YMCA Simcoe-Muskoka for all that you do.
Next is the first runner-up, who I am happy to announce is Ryan's Hope. Ryan's Hope is an organization that was started by Christine and Tom Naylor in memory of their late son, Ryan Naylor. Their mission is to advocate for and support people living with mental illness, substance abuse issues, and those experiencing homelessness. Ryan's Hope is filling a gap in essential services to those who are unhoused or underhoused in Barrie by offering grassroots services: meals, clothing, blankets, tents, pet supplies, peer support, and support all of those accessing their services with dignity, compassion, and without judgment. It is more than an organization. It's a movement of neighbors helping neighbors, which is the essence of what community is. Thank you to Ryan's Hope for all that you do, and congratulations on being our first runner-up for the Community Impact Award.
And now, it is my honor to introduce the 2021 Mayor's Innovation Award winner for the Community Impact category. The winner is Michael Agema of Agema Work. Agema Work helps to seamlessly connect people with work and work with people, breaking down the boundaries between local companies and job seekers, with a focus on helping international students. Associates are given the option of choosing when and where in Simcoe County they want to work, and Agema Work connects them with the available job opportunities. Working closely with local labor steering committees, Agema Work provides valuable staffing solutions to meet many labor needs. Employers can utilize the Agema Work dashboard to find applicants, craft timesheets, and more, while job seekers can use the mobile app to create their employee profile and discover local job opportunities and access the rideshare program. New additions such as a carpooling app are not just reducing barriers to access employment, but also our carbon footprint. In 2021, despite the many challenges of COVID-19, Agema Work increased their client base by 50% and employed over 150 associates. They are actively expanding into new regions, and 2022 promises to bring further growth into other areas of Ontario. Let's hear more from Michael.
In 2015, I was a program coordinator at Georgian College for the Hospitality and Tourism Department. I would get calls frequently from employers looking for additional help during peak season. I also had a lot of students who were looking for work and finding it difficult to make the connection. Originally, it was an Excel-based worksheet where I was trying hard to make phone calls, connecting people with opportunities, and so on. And then in 2017, with the help of the Centre for Applied Research and Innovation, I was given a grant in order to start the beta version of the Agema Work app. And ever since then, we have become a digital platform connecting people with work and work with people.
Agema Work app basically helped me to get the work when I want. So you can choose on the app what days I have to work, and there is like, yes, we have a boss, but not kind of. We can choose what day I have to work. You can also see on the app how many drivers are there and how many co-workers you have, what friends you are working with. Everything is so convenient on the app, and it's very easy to access.
Having the chance to connect people with work when they wanted to work, and helping employers when they were struggling during this labor challenge to find good staff. We didn't know that what we started locally in the city of Barrie, into the county of Simcoe, and into the region of central Ontario is now being expanded into Hamilton, Niagara, southwestern Ontario, eastern Ontario, and Prince Edward County. So the success we've had here, we hope will also provide the same opportunities to different individuals, different businesses in other regions of Ontario. On behalf of the extraordinary associates of Agema Work, I am honored to accept the Community Impact Award as part of the 2021 Mayor's Innovation Awards. I want to thank Mayor Lehman and Deputy Mayor Ward, the nomination committee, and the judges, and of course the event sponsors, Invest Barrie, the Small Business Centre, Adams Hamilton, Grand Thornton, and Meridian Credit. Without these sponsors, these awards would not be presented. And to the other nominees, congratulations and keep the vision of innovation going in Barrie. Agema Work seamlessly connects people with work and work with people through the Agema Work app. Since we started the platform, we have connected thousands of people to over tens of thousands of shifts in the services industry to allow them to work when they want. The resilience of our team was evident as we navigated 2 years of COVID-19. For us, COVID became creating opportunities of vision through innovation and diversification. Our team was considered essential and could not work from home, and they safely supported the businesses at various locations throughout the regions who had labor challenges. Our client base tripled in 2021, and now we are expanding the Agema Work digital platform in other regions of Ontario. We thank our local business support teams of Expo Gain International, Digitaline Media, and Lewis Bookkeeping. These are all small businesses who make Agema Work more successful every year, and each of them have grown in 2021. On behalf of the Agema Work team, we thank you for this award, because at Agema, we give a shift.
To finish us off, please welcome Chris Adams of Adams Hamilton, who is not only our final sponsor of the event, but is also a previous Shift Disturber winner himself.
Hi, it's Chris Adams from Adams Hamilton. I'm a proud sponsor of this year's Mayor's Innovation Awards. And what a great way to celebrate in April around innovation and technology. We're really looking at companies that are adding this type of thinking, this type of scaling in our community. And it's going to have a direct impact in the future on more careers for our younger generation. That's going to add economic development to our region. Not only that, we're looking at exporting and really moving those products and services outside of our community. And that's really special. We're also adding creative collaborations and not-for-profits in our community. And really, a community is made up of multifaceted organizations to make ourselves and our lives that much better. I'd like to thank all of the nominees and the award winners for doing such a great job. And when we look at all of those on the website, please go there, look at them, truly understand those organizations and share their information and like what they're doing, because it's going to help all of them to grow, and we need to believe in all of our homegrown companies here based in the Barrie region. I'd like to thank Jeff Lehman and the Invest Barrie team for the forward thinking that they had 4 years ago for putting these awards together and truly honing in on celebrating innovation and technology. Thank you and have a great night.
Thank you, Chris. The Shift Disturber Award celebrates those who champion innovation in their organization or community. The category is about celebrating those who don't settle for status quo. Where others see opposition, they see opportunities. These individuals know that change is not going to come from doing more of the same, but from finding innovative ways to address challenges and shake up norms, spearheading strategic solutions in the midst of uncertainty. These leaders take bold risks in pursuit of their goals, and by shifting their thinking and looking in unexpected places for solutions, they're creating real impact, both in their businesses and the communities they serve. Please join me in congratulating our second runner-up, Brotech Precision CNC. Brotech Precision CNC, an industry-leading CNC machining and assembly company in Barrie, has received the Organization of Canadian Industries Innovation Award in recognition of the company's excellence in supplying to nuclear industries. Brotech Precision was recognized by the OCNI for developing an innovative robotic process automation system to review and approve documents with speed, productivity, and management oversight for the Canadian nuclear industry. This innovation came when the pandemic hit. Brotech knew they would need to digitize to survive. A new tool was implemented, tested, and finally approved. The system is at the core of the business now. Brotech has shared this experience with the nuclear industry and hoped that they will adopt some of these processes too. Congratulations, Brotech, on implementing a shift that has translated to both increased competitiveness and growth. And now, let's look at our first runner-up. Our first runner-up for the Shift Disturber category is Nikki Glahn of Barrie Families Unite. Since March of 2020, when Nikki first created the Facebook group, Barrie Families Unite, out of a need to facilitate connection between those with needs and those who could fulfill them, she and her team have shifted, grown, and adapted to the rapidly changing needs of our community during a global pandemic. Nikki never sought out to reinvent the wheel, but rather she went against the grain of not-for-profits. She inspired collaboration and connection of many of the amazing groups in Barrie who are already doing an amazing job. Nikki created massive change by inviting collaboration, learning about the other existing groups and what they already do, and using her massive platform of 15,000 plus Barrie community members to showcase how we can all work together to fulfill the needs of our community's most vulnerable. Collaboration isn't a new concept, but having the time and initiative to connect all these groups is what makes Nikki a true shift disturber. Well done, Nikki. We're at that point of announcing our final award winner of the ceremony. I know I'm ready to find out who it is. The winner of the 2021 Shift Disturber Award is Marcia Woods. Marcia Woods is the founder and visionary of FreshSpoke, an innovative tech startup that has successfully addressed the distribution challenge that has shut out local food producers from the supply chain for decades. FreshSpoke's unique logistics technology leverages excess capacity in commercial delivery, resulting in few trucks required. This reduces carbon emissions and reduces costs. As a result of the work Marcia and her team have undertaken, FreshSpoke has expanded market opportunities for hundreds of local food producers and processors and make local food more accessible to consumers across Ontario. While the pandemic brought most businesses to their knees, Marcia was emboldened and determined. Within the first 9 months of the crisis, she raised over $500,000, which enabled FreshSpoke to expand operations, open a distribution center in Barrie, and doubled their sales. Now, FreshSpoke delivers food products from over 200 suppliers to over 1,000 retailers across Ontario, as well as directly to 400 plus consumers. Marcia has reimagined supply chain and through FreshSpoke is contributing to a more sustainable food system that supports economic prosperity for local food producers and processors while reducing carbon emissions. Let's find out more about Marcia and FreshSpoke.
I moved here specifically to build this startup called FreshSpoke. And I had this real fire in my belly after finishing my tech startup about how technology could potentially solve some of the supply chain issues we had that made it really difficult for us to source local food. And so I embarked in this whole process for about 2 years while I was just getting settled into this great city and asking the right questions about why is it that my tomatoes come from thousands of miles away when the Holland Marsh is just south of us. So what we discovered as part of this was that it really didn't come down to consumers' interest and will to source locally, because we all want to eat more local food. What it came down to was the fact that that last mile, the mile between the supplier and the retailer, was just too difficult to figure out. It was so cumbersome for all these small suppliers to get their product into market. So I set about to solve that distribution problem with FreshSpoke. We now service over 1,000 buyers across Ontario. So that's Sobeys, Metro, Whole Foods, and hundreds of independent buyers that would never be able to actually source local brands like we have on a grand scale without a FreshSpoke platform. We represent 75 local food producers who now have those opportunities to sell their brand into those big retailers as well as those independent retailers as well. We employ 22 people right here in Barrie that do this work every day. That in and of itself, when you start to really look at that ecosystem of businesses collaborating together on a business-to-business platform, that's where real economic growth happens. Because for every dollar you spend in local food, 45 cents of that dollar stays in your local community. When you buy food that is imported from other countries, only 1.8 cents of that dollar stays in your local community. So, you know, what do? We're economic developers because we're building a massive ecosystem in which we're solving not only supply chain issues, but stimulating economic development as well.
I'm sure Marcia and her team will continue to have an impact on the City of Barrie and beyond for years to come. Congratulations, Marcia, on being this year's Shift Disturber Award winner.
Good evening, and thank you so much for the honor of being your Shift Disturber for 2021. I want to thank the sponsor of this award, Adams Hamilton, as well as Invest Barrie for putting this evening's event together. It's an incredible opportunity for business and for us to showcase what's going on in our own backyard. I also want to say congratulations to all of the nominees, not just in my category, but across all categories. You guys inspire me every day, and that's what it takes. We all have to be cheering each other on and pushing our businesses forward. Our businesses don't work unless we have the right timing. And our timing is right because every consumer in Canada now is much more aware of the importance of eating local food. And that's what we're all about. At FreshSpoke, we're making local food more accessible to every consumer in Ontario. So keep that up, because if you do your job, we can do our job a lot better. And the other piece is team. And our team goes well beyond the super talented rock stars that work at FreshSpoke, who I am grateful to and honored to work with every day. But it also includes a broader group. Most of our investment actually came from right here, from within Barrie, from business movers and shakers, as well as the Georgian Angel Network. So we're pretty fortunate to have that kind of support right in our own community. And the other thing that really makes a big difference for us is DMZ Innisfil, the Sandbox, HBEC, and Invest Barrie, all of which have provided us with the resources we need to get our business accelerated and moving faster. They're so important to underpin business growth and development within our own community. So again, thanks again so much for this opportunity. I'm so grateful and honored, and I'll tell you, my mother would be pretty proud right now that my skill as a shift disturber finally is paying off. Thank you so much.
Why is it important that the City of Barrie celebrates innovation? I think because it brings attention and recognition to all these amazing individuals and organizations and business models that are out there disrupting the normal activities, that are doing things differently and unique, that are working and are solving community-based problems with some of the amazing ideas, the thoughtfulness that goes into thinking through what these communities need. So I love that the Mayor's Innovation Awards is bringing attention to that, and I hope you do too.
That brings us to the end of this year's Mayor's Innovation Awards. Please join me once again in congratulating this year's winners. It has been inspiring to see the impact you've had on our community and what you've been able to achieve while facing the challenges of a global pandemic. This year's nominees and winners have all shown what's possible when you dig deep to find strength and creativity in the face of adversity and embrace the power of community. It has been an honor to celebrate all of you tonight. Our local network of entrepreneurs, support providers, and academic institutions is not only highly connected, but is truly unique in our ability to work collaboratively towards our common goals of keeping business, knowledge, and talent in the region. The ability for the group to find innovative solutions to problems and show up for our business community in the face of uncertainty is something worth celebrating. While the pandemic required many to pivot, including the City of Barrie, coming out the other side, we now reflect on the positives, the strengthened partnerships and innovative solutions that emerged as we came together to serve our community. We have continued to operate with the no wrong door policy and are actively finding innovative ways to support our businesses. This is what makes Barrie special. The sentiment of authenticity and giving back in our community is strong, and that's reflected in our submissions for this year's Mayor's Innovation Awards. Innovation is all around us in this community, and it is important that we take a moment to recognize the people, businesses, and organizations that help bring this innovation to life. Thank you all for attending the 2021 Mayor's Innovation Awards, and we look forward to seeing what the Barrie business community does next. Good night.